And for the other side, we are now joined by Democratic Congressman from Massachusetts and member of the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, Jake Auchincloss. Congressman, thanks for taking time on Saturday, and it's great to have another member of the same committee, Transportation and Infrastructure, just the other side of the aisle. So let me just pick up where Congressman Crawford left off, saying that Speaker Pelosi could be holding this all hostage as the Senate right now, as we speak, working on the legislation, working on the bill for the $1.2 trillion actual infrastructure deal. But yet Speaker Pelosi says that she won't take up anything until both pieces are sent over, passed in the Senate, that being the $3.5 trillion budget reconciliation. Is this, Congressman, in trouble? Where do things stand as far as you see it in the House caucus?
Good afternoon. Good to be with you. Democrats and President Biden put a down payment on infrastructure with the American Rescue Plan, sending $350 billion to states and cities that they can use for water and for COVID recovery. And we're going to finish our commitment with this bipartisan infrastructure bill. There's lots of zigs and zags ahead of us, lots of negotiations, but we are going to pass policy that fixes roads and bridges, that ensures clean water for the next generation, that guarantees high-speed internet to connect people to the 21st century economy. We will pass it, and it is going to lower costs for working families and make the American worker the most productive in the world.
Congressman, if you will, we have this rare live Senate session. You have Senator Elizabeth Warren talking now on the Senate floor. She has come not to talk about infrastructure, but about evictions. Let's take a quick listen.
Behind on rental payments. Last year, Congress worked together to account for that staggering reality. We provided more than $45 billion in emergency rental assistance. That money is now finally getting into the hands of landlords around the country. It's helping families who lost jobs get caught up on the missed payments. But the money is getting out too slowly. Some states and local governments opened their assistance programs only last month. Some hadn't spent a single dollar by the beginning of June. Now, that's starting to change. In June, states delivered more than $1.5 billion in emergency rental assistance. That money went to help nearly 300,000 households. But there are still billions of dollars to distribute and millions of families in need. We have the tools and we have the funding. What we need is the time. Look, I agree that the eviction moratorium is not a long-term solution. But let me be very clear. It is the right short-term action. It's how we keep families safely in their homes while states deliver emergency aid. It's how we keep families who are starting to recover from the worst economic crisis of their lifetimes get back on their feet. Millions of jobs
Senator
lost.
Elizabeth Warren talking about the expiration today of the federal ban on evictions because of the pandemic. Congressman, I want to bring you back in. Your thoughts on really where we are in respect to both those evictions and the larger picture you have in your home state and Provincetown, an outbreak of this Delta variant COVID spike.
As the senator said, Congress has approved tens of billions of dollars for tenant and landlord relief. I am going to be working, and I'm already in contact with state and local officials to ensure that we can disperse those funds expeditiously and fairly to prevent unjust evictions. I think it's important, though, to really ground ourselves in why are we in this situation. The first wave of COVID was a surprise. The second wave was seasonal. The third wave, geographic. But this fourth wave, this is a choice. This is a choice that Republicans are making. They're suing Speaker Pelosi over mask mandates. They are undermining basic science instead of directly communicating to their constituents and saying what I will say now: this vaccine is safe, this vaccine is effective. Get a vaccine to protect yourself and to protect the ones that you love.
But, Congressman, we've seen most of the notable Republican Republican leaders like Steve Scalise and others saying, hey, vaccines work. I got a vaccine, get a vaccine. But yet you do have this fight going on, a line drawn in the sand by House Republicans over wearing masks, saying that Speaker Pelosi is engaging in what appears to be a power grab. In fact, just in the last show on Cavuto Live, Charles Payne was talking to Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace, and she had this video where she basically said, come and make me do it. You know, I'm not going to put the mask on. So what do you say to Republicans that are drawing a line in the sand?
Speaker Pelosi, Leader Schumer are listening to medical professionals and public health experts. We are in this situation. We are faced with a series of frustrating options because we are not doing what we know works and taking the very best option, which is to prevent outbreaks in the first place by adopting the vaccine. I heard your previous guest. He was trying to undermine the CDC's public health guidance. He was blaming Speaker Pelosi for mask mandates. I didn't hear him tell his constituents, I didn't hear him tell your viewers that the vaccine is safe and that it is the most effective way that we can all get to the other side of this pandemic. I'm frustrated with mask mandates too. I don't want to wear a mask anymore. I don't want to go back into lockdowns. I don't want my kids to be exposed to Delta. We know what works. It's a vaccine.
Congressman, are you concerned? You mentioned something that's on a lot of Americans' minds right now, and that's lockdowns. At the White House this week, I was at the press briefing on Thursday. Deputy White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre not ruling out the possibility that lockdowns could come because they will follow the science at the White House. They will listen to the CDC. Are you concerned we could be facing another lockdown?
Elected officials' top priority needs to be the health and safety of the American people. We have to leave every option on the table when we are faced with a fourth wave of a potentially even more infectious and more fatal variant of this virus. Nobody wants lockdowns. Everybody agrees that lockdowns is the worst and last option. The very first and best option is a vaccine to prevent these outbreaks in the first place. That needs to be the focus. Let's have another good day like we did yesterday, have another million shots in arms.
Congressman Jake Auchincloss from Massachusetts, thank you for taking time and your input. We will have you back as this infrastructure deal is a long ways away from being done. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.